You know the problem is with standard belts? Usually you have to choose between too tight or the opposite, too loose. But with Un-Censor'd Belt and Buckle, you don't have to choose. We got rid of the holes and instead have a track system designed for micro adjustability. That way you can enjoy a perfect fit every time. Un-Censor'd Belt and Buckle. Find your perfect fit today.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to On Par with Manda Uncensored. Okay, we are getting through the week, folks. It is the weekend, and glad you're tuning in. Back for another week with me is Mr. the Golf Father himself, Bill Cuevas.
The legend.
The legend.
In his own mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to throw in real quick because, you know, what I don't know if you other guys noticed or girls noticed when we come into segment 2, the Wi-Fi went down for like a second, but we were lucky because we have an experienced new producer. So as soon as that happened and it went dead, he hit the commercial button.
Yes.
That's what a producer's supposed to do, not the other clown that we had doing it.
We finally got a good one.
We finally got a good one, folks. So yeah, I figure, you know, I was thinking about that. We're going to talk about it later. Why not let you know now for those that are listening now, just in case you don't watch the roundtable? I don't know why they wouldn't watch the roundtable though.
You have to watch the roundtable.
You have to. But anyway, yeah. So what happens when you have a glitch and you have a good, proper production manager? Boop, there you go.
Commercial break.
That's it, man. So you know, we
got a little treat.
Wi-Fi. We do.
We're going to extend. Yeah, the treat is we're going to extend this segment and the roundtable just a little bit to make up for the couple minutes we got gypped on the other.
I thought the treat was that they get to talk to me. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get right to it.
Let's right to it.
Nothing to it but to do it. All right. So
nothing to it but to do
I
it.
have lost my voice this week because it's just been one of those weeks.
Where did it go? You found it?
I don't know. If you find it, let me know.
Let her know.
So Tony Romo, we all know that he, after retirement, decided he was going to dabble in the golf world, and we've seen him make some appearances here and there. And he actually performed pretty well in those appearances. He's one of the few people that everybody thought it was going to be kind of a sham and like, why are you letting him play? And so anyway, he decided he wanted to try to qualify for the 2023 4-ball championship, amateur championship.
Yep.
So he partnered up with 17-year-old Tommy Morrison. Now, for those of you that don't know Tommy Morrison, he had a story put on him. He's an excellent golfer, just top notch. He has a heart condition in which in 2.5 weeks, he's going to be having surgery for that heart condition. They've talked about it before. He was kind of a highlighted piece on Golf Channel and whatnot. So they partnered together. Now, mind you, Tony Romo and then this Tommy Morrison kid is 6'10". 6'10" as a golfer. What kind of leverage and wingspan can you have at the top of your golf swing? So they wanted to try to qualify, which the amateur championship takes place next year in May in South Carolina. So they went to a qualifier. Now, are you ready? What do you think, Bill? Tony, because they even though it's basically you're taking the best score for each hole. What do you think they shot collectively, and what do you think they each shot on their own ball? What do you think they shot collectively? Let's start there.
Collectively on the 4 ball, I would say together the whole entire score, or do we give them based
just
on
like, how many under for the whole entire score?
It's 7 under.
Okay, great. And then what do you think Romo shot on his own ball?
Romo probably shot, if he shot under, I would say 1 or 2 under.
Okay. And then what do you think Morrison?
That kid that wants to be a giant, Tommy Morrison, because he's like almost 7 foot tall.
Literally.
I would say, yeah, literally. He's a big kid, and he wasn't big at birth either. He was only like 9 pounds, but he's really, really tall now. I would say he's a better golfer because he's trying to make a huge impact in golf, and Lord knows he has the size to do it already. I would say he shot 8 under.
Okay. Drum roll, please. Collectively, they shot 9 under.
9 under, okay.
And they tied for medalist, so they qualified.
Okay.
They shot, are you ready? Tony Romo fired a 66.
Wow.
Under at Winter Creek to qualify, and Tommy shot on his ball even par.
Wow.
So Tommy did a lot. Now, they did use, they broke it down and kind of said that 2 of the birdies Tommy made were used towards the birdies for the team score.
Yeah.
Obviously, they both played great. But the fact that Romo can go out and shoot 66, I know it's 4 ball, I know the formats, but still, I just think it's such a feat in itself. Little craziness. I had forgotten. I guess you always think things like when they say, oh, that movie came out 25 years ago. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
We got to remember, Romo retired in 2016. That's how long it's been.
It's been so long that we won't even mention the team that he played for.
I know, 6 years ago. But in your brain, you think, oh, just 2 years ago. And so he's had a lot of time to play golf and a lot of time to even get better. And he was great at that time.
The only way to compare him is like he's the Stephen Curry in football when it comes to golf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have the ability, and they've taken it, they have the availability to play, and they've put the time in that it requires
100%
to get that good. I know he played before in a lot of other other celebrity kind of things, and I know he was good, but I always thought that he was like scratch. I always thought he was like 1 or 2 under. I didn't realize that he shot lights out that day. He had a good round.
He played well. I'm looking at his scorecard, and I mean, he starts the day off with a birdie. He's, birdie, par, birdie, and then he goes on a tear. And, he had a couple bogeys in there for sure. And then same with Morrison. Morrison had 2 bogeys and a double, which kind of wiped out his 4 birdies. So, but the thing about it, so Morrison, I'm reading here, he was, born with a congenital heart condition, which requires him to have surgery in about 2.5 weeks. Yep. But he's like 429th in the world amateur golf rankings. He finished runner-up to Luke Clanton at the North and South Amateur in July. So, it's not like, I don't know. I think that I would instantly lose 5 shots just by being partnered with Romo.
I'm trying to figure out, because, I started looking up a little bit on him, and they were like, he was everything until age 12. He played all the sports. Yeah. I'm like, why isn't this kid on the basketball court? And he was, but he opted to play golf. He wants to golf, and that's where you got to go. You got to go at your passion. When you see his face, you could see like it screams baby. And then when they pan out and you see a human, what the heck? 6'10". It's crazy.
I have to ask. So Romo, we talk about why is Romo so good? One, I think he has all the time in the world right now and the resources to be good, but he's always been a good golfer, and it's something that he really enjoys. So I think that helps. But you got to think about it. Like, if I go out there now, I always ask myself, why do I play better now than when I was competing? But I think because there's no, like, Romo's not out there to make money.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't need
it. It's not like if I don't do this and I don't win everything, I basically don't have a career. He's already fulfilled his career.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that he can go out there and kind of mess around like he's just hanging with the guys and have a lot of fun. And I don't know, maybe I'm assuming he knew Tommy Morrison before this.
Well, it's funny because when you read up on him, his grandfather was a basketball player in college, big college basketball player. But his grandfather's father played for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Oh, wow.
So you have basketball, you have baseball,
golf,
and now you have golf because apparently, because of the playing of sports, again, baseball players are really good sportsmen. We play with Johnny Depp and Ken Griffey when we do the Gomez event. A lot of them are great overall, when it transitions into golf. So to have his I guess I don't know if it's the right word, pedigree, when it comes to sports and that natural ability, maybe he decided, you know what, I'd rather play golf. His grandfather got him into it, and he was like, he stuck with it. And, you got to have that love. Once you get that love, it's hard to get it out of you.
Oh, for sure. It's just part of the deal. And I think, how fun to be there with Romo and seeing Romo play super well. So there were 2 qualifying spots. So they were one of the 2. They were tied for low medalist. And, I'm excited for next May to watch this. I think what a cool dynamic. They have even till May to work together and to learn, even more about each other and kind of learn to ham and egg a little bit better. So I think this is it's a cool thing.
Just the beginning. And I'm pretty sure, because he looks like a really outstanding kid in everything that he's been doing. Very humble, even a humble giant. So I'm pretty sure Romo is going to be there, monitoring what happens with this operation. And once he's ready, right back to the grind for May. May's right around the corner. We'll be watching, right up there, waiting to see what the results are. Hopefully they win.
And best of luck to Tommy with his heart surgery coming up. I'm sure that's a little nerve-wracking in itself.
Enough prayers. We got you. We got your back, Tommy. We're praying for you.
That's quite a thing to be going through, but I can't imagine that Romo isn't helping out in any way that he possibly can, because I do know that's the kind of guy he is for sure. Also, I think food for thought to all you amateurs out there that are working on your game and thinking about your game. I can't stress it enough that if you can learn to have fun on the golf course while you're playing and not be so caught up in how do I hit the ball and what do I do? It sounds very cliche, but it is everything to your golf game. Bill, you and I both know that when we play rounds of golf where we're enjoying the people we're around and we're going out there and you play for something, whether it's lunch or drinks with the boys or whatever, and you have something to play for. It makes you focus a little bit more, but you're still having fun. And I think that's what Romo's doing. Yeah. Right.
That's all I can, even with my broken toes and everybody understanding.
I want to be last.
We actually played in sixums. It was 6 of us. And it went really, really fast. Yeah. You'd be amazed at how fast it went. It was really fun and really good. I just didn't want to be the worst. Even with busted toes, I just didn't want to be the worst. It was funny because I think there was like 4 firemen that I was golfing with, and I was jacking with them the whole entire time.
That's fun.
I couldn't help myself. And they loved it. They had a really good time. And even in the end, we all sat down and had lunch together and everything. So it was really good. It's a family. You meet some amazing people. Literally while we're on the golf course, people are following. I got to follow you. What's your handle? I was like, wait, you don't know who I am? I was like, I'm hurt. And I was like, okay, I'm over it.
I'm over it. Just kidding.
I'm over it. It's all good, man. It's all good. But I like seeing them. They're always commenting. I've been posting updates on my busted toes. And then, of course, during the week, me and Biggs were out, getting the drone up and getting some stuff out there. And I post a pic. You know how many times we go somewhere? Now, mind you, we got maybe 30 shirts that are, you know, the same.
Yep.
It's amazing how many times we're together and we're wearing the same shirt. Yeah. So when we were working on the other part for Club Champion and putting the drone up, we both show up to Club Champion, and what do you think? We're wearing the same exact hoodie.
That means you're brothers. That's
like, and we both had gray sweats on.
I love it.
We both had flip flops on. I'm like, bro, what? Do you have a camera somewhere? It's
but
like
that's what golf does, and you know, I think I can't stress it enough. Like you said, go out and enjoy the rounds that you're playing. If you're, you know, if you're always caught up. Yep. With that, I'm getting the evil eye from our production team. We're out of time.
Tell him to watch it. He can be replaced.
I know, right? Well, Bill, thanks for joining me again.
Always.
And for those of you at home, make sure to tune in week to week. We love having you here. Right into the show, right into me, A. Robertson Golf at Instagram. We love you guys and appreciate you. Until next week, keep swinging for par.